turning now to that tragedy in Paris. We want to give you a live look from the scene of one of the attacks, where it is now just after 5 in the morning, but every police agency and the military is out looking for answers.
And with at least 120 people believed to be dead, the Eiffel Tower is dark tonight. And here in the U.S., New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has ordered the One World Trade building to be lit in blue, white, and red.
This story has new developments nearly every minute for the last 7 hours, and here are the latest details just coming in from investigators. At least 120 people dead and now 8 attackers killed by police. Tonight, France is in a state of emergency with the border shut down and the French president canceling his trip to the G20 meeting in Turkey. And as of this hour, no one has claimed responsibility for the attack.
Tonight, every major police agency in America is on alert, including right here in Indiana. The Indianapolis Division and State Department of Homeland Security, along with state police, tell us they are working with federal agents, receiving updates on the situation in Paris. But at this point, there are no direct threats to Indiana or the city of Indianapolis. The top FBI agent in Indiana also has a connection with France and is watching everything unfold with great interest. Jay Abbott previously worked at the U.S. Embassy in Paris as part of the FBI. Tonight, he is telling us he is confident the French authorities will find the terrorists.
As we learn more, we'll be taking steps to protect ourselves even better and do whatever we can to help our French colleagues and fellow members of humanity who have suffered such a terrible, horrific, and heinous act.
Abbott witnessed the 9/11 attacks while he was assigned in France.
Tonight, everyone is sending thoughts and prayers to those in France, but we found some Hoosiers overseas who are thankful they didn't get caught up in this. Indiana Health Commissioner Jerome Adams, who's on state business in the region, had left the French border just hours before the attacks. He tells me tonight in an online message, was in a hotel in Zurich when news of the attacks came through, heartbroken by cruelty and the hurt the Swiss are feeling. Many of them, meaning the Swiss, are French, and all are part of the European family and fear the spread of terrorism. Lots of concern about travels now. He flies back tomorrow. And tonight, I spoke to a young man from northern Indiana who was biking with a friend to a climate conference in Paris. Fortunately, they stopped in London and weren't planning to leave for Paris until Monday.
Hopefully by time we are entering Paris, that the national security issues have been settled and that the conference can go on as planned without any interruption of this sort.
News of the Paris attacks is also hitting close to home for one Indianapolis restaurant owner who has family in that city tonight. RTV6's Chance Walser with what he's hearing from them.
A local restaurateur is following the events in France closely as most of his family is in Paris tonight. Stéphane Coiffet came to the U.S. about a year ago to open the restaurant Cropichon et Bidebule on Mass Ave. His family, including his parents and his son, are in Paris. In the last few hours, he has been in contact with them and says all of his loved ones are unharmed. From his restaurant tonight, he is monitoring the news and checking his social media feeds, trying to stay up with the latest as tragedy unfolds in his home country. He says he didn't even know about the attacks until his son called him to say he was safe.
Just said to me, Papa, I'm safe. I'm at a friend's home and it is okay for me. Don't worry. I think about all the people who lose someone.
Chance Walser, RTV6.
And this story is still developing, and we will keep following it right here on RTV6 and our app.